Welcome to the channel. Today we will discuss the UK economy. The United Kingdom's economy in 2025 presents a complex picture of resilience amid ongoing challenges. Nearly a decade after the momentous Brexit referendum, the UK continues to chart its own economic course separate from the European Union, with mixed results across various sectors. After the inflationary pressures that characterized the early 2020s, the Bank of England has managed to bring inflation closer to its 2% target by mid-2025. This achievement comes after several years of stringent monetary policy, with interest rates gradually being reduced from their peak levels. However, the cost of living remains significantly higher than pre-pandemic levels, creating ongoing challenges for households across income brackets. The UK labour market in 2025 continues to face structural challenges. Post-Brexit immigration policies have reshaped the workforce landscape, with certain sectors experiencing persistent labour shortages. The healthcare, hospitality and agricultural industries have been particularly affected, leading to wage inflation in these areas. Meanwhile, the expansion of remote work has become a permanent feature of the economy, allowing some UK-based professionals to work for international companies while remaining resident in Britain. The UK's trade patterns have evolved significantly by 2025. While trade with the EU remains important, it represents a smaller percentage of overall trade compared to 2020 levels. The government's Global Britain initiative has yielded some successes in expanding trade relationships with Commonwealth nations, the United States, and rapidly growing economies in Asia. However, regulatory divergence from EU standards continues to create friction for businesses operating across the Channel. London has maintained its position as a global financial hub, though with some recalibration. The financial services sector has adapted to the loss of passporting rights with the EU through a combination of establishing EU subsidiaries and focusing on other global markets. The government's regulatory flexibility outside the EU has allowed for some innovative approaches in fintech and green finance, areas where the UK aims to establish global leadership. Technology remains a bright spot in the UK economy, with continued growth in AI, biotech and green technology sectors. The Levelling Up agenda has seen some success in distributing tech growth beyond London, with cities like Manchester, Edinburgh and Bristol developing as significant technology hubs. Government investment in R&D, coupled with tax incentives for innovation, has helped sustain the UK's competitive position in high-value sectors. By 2025, the UK's transition to renewable energy has accelerated, driven by both climate commitments and energy security concerns. Offshore wind capacity has expanded significantly, and investments in hydrogen technology are beginning to bear fruit. The shift has created new jobs in green industries while contributing to the UK's reduced carbon footprint. However, energy costs remain relatively high, presenting challenges for energy-intensive industries. Regional economic inequality continues to be a significant challenge. Despite government initiatives to spread prosperity beyond London and the South East, considerable disparities persist. Some former industrial regions have benefited from targeted investment and infrastructure projects, but the transformation remains incomplete. As 2025 unfolds, the UK economy demonstrates resilience and adaptability in the face of significant structural changes. While Brexit-related adjustments continue to present challenges, particularly in trade and labour markets, the country has found new opportunities in technology, green energy and global partnerships beyond Europe. Policymakers face the ongoing task of balancing financial stability with growth incentives, while addressing persistent regional inequalities. The economy's performance in the coming years will depend largely on how successfully the UK can leverage its regulatory independence while maintaining strong international relationships in an increasingly complex global landscape. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.